Hi there, welcome to another of my reviews of Tai Lopez's 67 Steps. This is step 20. Richard Branson's Hurricane and the Imaginary World of Kanye West. How to remake the world in your own image. The subtitle of this one comes from Alan Nation, who once said to Tai that an entrepreneur remakes the world in his own image. And that's what this one's all about. Kanye West, I don't know too much about, but Kanye West, lives in this fantasy world where he says, I'm Walt Disney and I'm Steve Jobs, and he means by that he's a creator and he creates the world around him. I think he means by that, and that's what creative people, successful people do. Entrepreneurs do. They imagine a world and they make the world like that. And, there's three types of people. People who make things happen, watch what happens, wonder what happens. So Tai goes off and tells this story about Richard Branson, how he was trapped on an island in a hurricane. And after the hurricane, there was no planes out. So Branson got the idea of renting a plane. And then he sold out the seats and he goes, this is kind of like an idea for an airline. And that was kind of the seeds of how Virgin Airlines was started. So he took that situation and molded it into something for him. So what you need to do is decide what you want your reality to be. And then remake the world to support that reality. Tai gave the example of reading. He loved to read and he said, let's reimagine the world as a place that supports me through reading. Now maybe he's not been 100% successful, and money doesn't come totally from that, but that is something he's done. So one of the ways to start out, and Tai says, and I'm pretty sure that this comes from Tony Robbins, is to say, if you had enough money, so if money issues weren't something you were thinking about all the time, what would you change in your life? And forgetting about material things, during your 16 waking hours, when would you get up? Who would surround you? How would you feel fulfilled? These four pillars that Tai talks about of health, wealth, love, and happiness. How would you get those? And so define a world and re-engineer. Don't follow money. You have to be marketable, of course, but you can marketize pretty much anything. You have to be entrepreneurial. If not, be an entrepreneur. Maybe you don't have to go out and start a business. You can be what they call an intrapreneur. You be someone who makes their own way inside of a company. And if you're in a workplace that won't let you do that, then maybe you should leave your workplace. You have to innovate. You have to be creative. And most importantly, you have to be skilled. So, I could say, I wish I was a famous actor or something like that. And for me, that's not going to work. I'm not a great actor. But I do love the movies, And so this is one of the reasons why now I'm trying to be on this path of, making movies and revolving my life around that. And Tai talks about basketball. He loved basketball. He's not going to be a player, but maybe he could be an owner. So there's some facet of it. You don't be too rigid in what you're looking for. And don't expect it to happen overnight. It's going to take some time. It's going to be painful. But the process of remaking your life actually is your life, It's a pretty straightforward step. It's just bloody hard to do, So go out there and think about what it is you want to do. And match it up with your skills and your personality, Don't say you're going to run nightclubs if you hate to meet people, these kinds of things. So here's his 4 questions. This is a short one, but I think really important. This kind of follows on the Eulerian Destiny one. It's kind of support for that one a long time ago. So question number 1, what would the world look like around you as far as health goes? You know, how would you stay healthy in an ideal situation? Where would your income come from? You know, you have to do something that makes money. What would it be that you did that made money? You know, what things are you interested in? Same thing socially. What would you like to have socially around you? And this happiness one that increasingly becomes more about the big picture and things outside of you. So like, what charity would you support? Or, you know, is there a religious group that you would get involved with? Or, you know, some kind of cause you would get involved with that's bigger than you? You know, I went through this exercise and I did 67 steps the first time. And yeah, it's interesting when you say, okay, I want to do something involving this. How can I do that? And you start on engineering, and of course the plan you're going to make is not perfect, but it's a plan. Anyway, that's it. That's step number 20. I hope you're enjoying these and getting something from them. I'm certainly getting a lot from it by doing these videos. It's really ingraining the ideas of the steps into my psyche, I hope. And I hope will help me sort some things out. But, you know, the process of remaking the life is the life. That's the one to remember for me from this one. Anyway, we'll talk to you soon. And don't forget to subscribe if you're liking these. Bye for now.